on the other side. Hello, everybody. So this is a very scary thing that me and Sarah decided to do today. Everybody's doing new and scary things because of the coronavirus. We are all trying to push the limits of what we do with technology, and I'm afraid this is way too much for me on a Friday afternoon, but we just thought we would try and come on and have a chat while we are live on Facebook. So if you can see us, then please say hi, give us some love and give us some support while we feel really scared of doing this. So I hope you're all having a good day. Today we thought we would talk about emotions, just because if you're anything like me, this whole virus thing and the lockdown more than the virus has got emotions going up and down and roundabout. Generally we feel that we're all right, but then something pops up or we just get a bit frustrated. Obviously for us it's been life-changing because we were supposed to be living our dream life from April the 8th, and we're now stuck in this little house that we're renovating. So that was never part of our dreams. I don't know, is life any different for you, Sarah? Just asked you at the wrong time. Sorry.
You did, didn't you? Yes. Well, it is and it isn't. Like we stayed home a lot anyway, but it is really hard to, like, the kids are missing all the things that they usually go to, and just being home and not being able to get out. 10 of us in a house constantly, 24/7. It's interesting.
Yeah,
I need the emotions oils. Let's say that.
Yeah, I can imagine. So we've both got a bit of a regime. So me and Sarah have both been using Young Living oils for, well, I've been using them for 2 years. How long have you been using them, Sarah?
4 years.
4 years. So you've got a lot more knowledge than me, but we've both been using them for various different reasons. I have chosen to park myself in the busiest part of the house, in the kitchen. So if you see bodies walking past. So we've been using oils for about 2 years, and we've just basically started to just get used to them in our life, bit by bit, day by day, minute by minute. So it's been a challenge while we've been stuck in the house, as Sarah said, and I've been drawn to different oils that I don't normally actually go for. Is that the same for you, Sarah, or are you sticking with the same ones?
I've actually used a lot of ylang ylang and grapefruit, which I hadn't been using much before, and anything that helps create harmony and peacefulness. So yes, I have been using some different ones.
Ylang ylang and grapefruit is one combo that I go for when I'm really happy. That's like in a more of a playful kind of happiness. That's the one I go for when I'm feeling like having some fun and getting out and about and stuff. So obviously there's different ways that we're using oils. I've tended to get up at 5 o'clock most days. I like to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I know that sounds crazy, but then I know I've got like at least 2 hours on my own before the kids wake up. So I feel like I'm in control of the day, and it's the only time of the day I get to myself. So I try and get up at 5, and then I put the diffuser on straight away. So I'm kind of preempting the atmosphere in the room. So as soon as the kids toddle downstairs at whatever time, they walk into the room and it's already had 2 hours of wonderful smells, and I just kind of hope that creates the right start for the day. So that's something I do a lot. But also I have happy rollerballs, different rollerballs just around and about. So I found the kitchen is the key place where I need a little bit extra support. So as well as having a diffuser in there, I do have some rollerballs. But you, Sarah, what kind of things, how are you using them?
We've been using the Feelings Kit every morning. We made up the Feelings Kit oils into rollers, and both me and my husband, every morning we have this little routine where I roll it on me and him, and that's definitely been helpful.
So I don't know as much about the Feelings Kit. I haven't got that one. What's
It's good. It's got harmony. See if I can remember now. Harmony, forgiveness, valor, present time, inner child, and release. So all of those, and we just put them on different parts of our body. I've got a feelings kit thing, and I know my sister was the first one to use a feelings kit. She actually just put them all behind her ears, but she had great results from using them. She just transformed herself like from it. So I'm kind of using it, and it helped us when we moved, when we lost our house a few years ago. I used it because we were like really stressed, and so I started using them just before lockdown, actually, but I definitely, if I forget to put them on, I notice I don't cope so well emotionally.
And I think it's right. I think it's very much that your emotional health and mental health is actually as important as physical health. And whereas we know that we have to exercise every day to be healthy, we can't just eat a salad once a week and think that's okay. That's exactly the same kind of approach we need for our mental health, particularly now. So it's these daily practices, isn't it? Just little things, moments of quietness, moments with oils, creating a nice ambience. And it's that kind of thing that can just help you survive, basically. So we've both got our two top favourite oils at the minute. I swear mine change on a daily basis. And the reason they change on a daily basis is I'm still having some orders. So this month I got Citrus Fresh, and it is amazing. It's so citrusy. Reminds me, the grapefruit comes out a lot for me. Everybody kind of has a different smell that they pick up, but it's got orange, tangerine, grapefruit, mandarin, spearmint, and lemon. So it's just a very zingy and very uplifting kind of oil, but this one is perfect for children in particular. It's one that they really respond well to. And last night's little find was putting it in a shower gel base and actually making a perfect zingy start to the day. It is lovely, so really can recommend that. I've done a video and put that on YouTube already, but it's just kind of promotes happiness, basically. The oils inside it, if you read up on each individual oil, they're all there to be uplifting and invigorating and promoting our happiness and contentedness. But also, on the flip side of that, they're all very, very clean oils, which is why I decided to put it in a shower gel if you look at the properties. Now, this oil is slightly different because it's just been made by Young Living as a food supplement. It's had the approval, so we've got it in the special label with the plus sign on so that we know we can consume it. And apparently it's really good as a salad dressing, so that's still on my list to try. Have you tried anything like that with it, Sarah?
No, we tend to diffuse it a lot. I like it with vetiver because apparently citrus fresh helps release the creativity side of you. So when we diffuse citrus fresh and vetiver, because that helps you concentrate, it's brilliant when the kids are doing schoolwork or when you're trying to concentrate on something. So, but no, we've not used that one in food yet. I plan to because it smells so good.
Really smells good. I had it on the diffuser as soon as we woke up this morning. Really, really nice and fresh. Just makes me feel happy. It's really about the emotional balance that it can bring. Which is your top oil, Sarah?
So my top oil at the moment is Harmony. I talked about it being in the feelings kit. So it's in the feelings kit, and we have a roller and we roll it on our backs, on our spine every morning. And it's supposed to help promote feelings of harmony. But the reason I like it is, well, I don't like the smell as much. I usually put it with orange because it's a bit floral, I think, if I remember rightly. Let me smell it.
It is very floral, but I like it on its own, actually.
Well, when we were camping a couple of years ago, I can remember one day it was raining and like they were all in the tent, and you know what that's like, and everybody was getting really stressed. So I put a couple of drops of Harmony and orange in the diffuser, and literally within an hour, like there was calm and peace. And I've done it a few times during lockdown as well. If everybody's tensions are getting a little bit too high, then this goes in the diffuser, and it does. I can't even tell you how, and nobody knows. I don't tell them what I'm doing, so it's like they don't even realize that it's affecting them, which is really cool because if kids know, they'll try to resist. But I just find it just helps create that kind of harmonious atmosphere. It really does work well.
Sounds good. I like that one. I've actually run out of harmony. Sounds bad, doesn't it? I'm all out of harmony in this house. There's just no hope for us. So my second favourite oil, which to be honest has been quite a favourite for me recently, is Sacred. Oh, I can't get my hands to go the opposite way. You have to. Dull. I'm really struggling. Everything's back to front. So Sacred Mountain. So this oil, for some reason, I've been really drawn to, and I had no idea why. And I started putting it on in the diffuser late at night, and kind of in the evenings. And I've been putting it on for the kids, and then I've got another kid who I'm looking after, and this little boy doesn't normally sleep, and he was sleeping right through every night, and my kids were sleeping. And I was like, oh, I wonder, what's in it. So then I kind of read about it retrospectively, but it's just that I was drawn to it naturally. And I think that's because all the cedar kind of trees, I'll tell you what, it's got spruce, ylang ylang, fir and cedarwood. And I think we just feel that sense of protection from being under those trees. And somebody described it as that feeling you get when you walk through a forest, and you always feel happier and content when you walk through that forest, which obviously it's not so easy to do at the minute, because you're not supposed to travel too far, and we don't have too many forests in Bolsover. So I've just been drawn to it. And I think years ago, the American Indians used to use it as kind of like a symbolic thing, that all the animals went and they drew protection from sleeping under these trees, and that they would spend the night under these trees, and when they woke up they would feel recharged and just ready for the day. And I think that's exactly how I would describe how it's been for us. So was just naturally drawn to it, and I can see why. It's got the ylang ylang in it, which actually I don't like ylang ylang on its own, but every time ylang ylang is in a blend, I really warm to it. So that just adds something different to the tone, really, because other than that, it's just the trees. But very special blend. So very happy I've got quite a lot of it.
Yes, it's one of my favourites as well. I remember being introduced to it when I went to a workshop to do with inner peace. And we literally did this experiment where she went round and we had to think about negative things, and you could feel the atmosphere change. And then she sent Sacred Mountain round. And if I hadn't experienced it for myself, I wouldn't have believed it. But it really did just like calm everybody down, and everybody felt so much better. And it was just amazing. And I tend to, if I'm going somewhere where I think I'm going to face a lot of negativity, I put some on my hands, I inhale, and I kind of go like this, as if I'm like, covering myself in it. It's really nice. Can you see the comments, Becky? I was just...
No, I can't see anything actually.
Oh, we've got quite a few comments for people enjoying. I think people like Ylang Ylang and Citrus Fresh. Someone's using it. It doesn't tell me the names of everybody. Somebody says, my husband gets migraines. What do you recommend? We're not supposed to recommend anything, but saying that, I have a friend that suffers, and there is a blend called Emgrain, and she puts some of that on her temples and finds that instead of being in bed for 3 days, she'll be in bed for 3 hours. So that's a really good one. But if you want something more simple, then I'd start with peppermint.
Yeah, peppermint's always a good one to try, isn't it, on the temples? But always do a patch test. Yes, on the forearm, because it's a spicy oil.
yes. And use carrier oil. Okay, what was my next one? Joy. This is like, I have a daughter called Joanna, so this is her favorite. She really thinks that the oil has been named after her. But it's not, again, it was one that I didn't like the smell of to start with, but I added orange to it, and it really helped me enjoy the smell more. But it's one that I've had a lot of people have told me how much better it makes them feel putting a drop over their heart. One of my friends, she's a teacher, and she said, well, I don't know if it's really helping. She says, I put a drop over my heart. I think she's got a roller. She puts a roller on every morning. She goes, but the other week I forgot, and I did have a much more difficult day, and I didn't find myself coping as well. I didn't feel as happy during the day. So, and I remember reading testimonies of people that have been through loss, and things. And, you know, it's obviously you have to grieve and mourn, but at the same time, you don't want to stay in that place forever. And this was really helpful. There was a lady that had lost, I don't know whether she'd miscarried or she'd lost a baby later on, but she found this really helpful to get her through. So joy oil is just really uplifting and really good for helping our emotions and feel happier.
Oh yeah, and it's one I used to use a lot as well. But do you know how you're just drawn to different oils, and then I'm just not picking that one up at the minute. So it's funny, isn't it? I can hear some little words. Somebody needs help in the toilet.
Oh bless. Well, we've been on for 15 minutes, so we've done well.
I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah.
The timing's lovely of being a mum and auntie. I don't know if you can hear the singing. We'll catch you later. I'm really going to have to run.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.